Hi everyone, welcome to another Nature Walks video. Today I'm out in the village just walking up and down the streets, but I've come to a very known location to me where there's some birds nesting that I wanted to show you, and quite conveniently one of them is right here right now, just sitting on that corner of the village hall having a bit of a song. So you can probably see that already. You might recognise it just from its shape and its size, but I'll bring out the binoculars and hopefully bring you a bit closer to the bird. There it is. Gosh, having a right old sing. Now if you don't recognise this bird, this is a starling. And starlings are stunning colours, amazing singers. I mean truly amazing singers. Oh, windy. Yeah, really wonderful singers. Crazy repertoire. Epic mimics. And essentially got lots and lots of squeaks and scratchies and whizzes calls that they can sing from. So a whole range of different calls as this guy is currently demonstrating. Now I want to show you this because that is actually a nest site. There's a bird, the pair that have nested just underneath that spot there, underneath the roof tiles in the village hall. But there's also a nest site just here, immediately opposite. And it's just underneath that soffit there where that missing panel is. Now the parents have been coming back and forth from here quite actively over the last couple of minutes or so, so I'm hoping one might drop in at any point. Now the reason I know there's nest sites here is because you can hear the chicks inside. They have this really loud purring like call that you can listen out for. So if you ever got a suspicion, oh here comes an adult, if you've ever got a suspicion that you've got starlings, hear the curring, that's a sure sign that they are nesting somewhere nearby where you're stood. So the fact that this is so loud tells me that this is probably chicks that are a couple of weeks old now, and they're probably not far off fledging. And here's the adult whistling again. So they're not far off fledging, which means you might see them in your garden. Now generally starlings are a single brooded species. They'll only have one chick, one nesting attempt. So they'll only have one set of fledglings and then now that'll be it. So they'll be going around in their flocks with their nestlings. So you can keep an eye out for that. Oh, it's just gone underneath the roof actually. Just gone to have a look. So this might be a suspicion actually that despite what I've just said, these guys might be attempting a second brood, which does sometimes happen, but I've only ever come across it once before. Generally I've only ever seen them brood once, but it's such a good early spring they might be thinking of attempting it again. So have a look out. One of the things that I learned this spring about starlings is that I knew that they nested colonially, like they are here. They're quite happy to be close to each other, but they don't mind hanging out in a group when they feed. So I had a group of 11 adults come onto my garden lawn and we're picking at the food there, and I thought that was quite unusual because most birds are quite territorial and they wouldn't allow that sort of thing, but starlings do. So you never know, you might be seeing big groups visiting a local lawn or a patch near you, and that's why. So they're only territorial immediately around these nest sites. So keep an eye out, there's a good chance they're going to be there, and if you want to help you can put up a starling box because they are declining quite rapidly because of a lack of nest sites, because people block these holes up, sort of understandably, because we're trying to be more environmental and these holes can sometimes leak lots of heat, so I can understand it, but fingers crossed we can put up some boxes and help the starlings out anyway. So yeah, have a look out and see if you can hear any of those begging calls when you're walking around in your local town or your local village. Alright, enjoy!